Hi everybody, my name is Jonathan from LCDblue.com, a PhoneFixPro brand. In this video we're going to show you how to use this machine. Now this machine is used to put polarizers, and not only that but also Oka films on your LCD or glass units. In this case this is a 5G and we were going to be putting a polarizer on it. Let me go over a few things before we start with this. This particular machine, it runs on 110 volt. And it's a pneumatic machine and it goes with positive airflow. From experience that we have had, anything 90 psi and over will work. If you go anything lower, if you get a real small pump, you might have a lot of problems. This one's actually at 120. We have a pretty big pump in the back and we're not getting any problems with this. It's got a lot of vacuum, so we're running it as is. Again, this is 110 volt. And it is pneumatic, it is positive pressure. It is not a vacuum, even though it does produce vacuum. So let's go over a dry run here of how this machine works. This is the on and off button. It lights up when it's turned on. Here's the vacuum. This button actually works, but there's a trigger in the back here. You can't really see it at that angle, but if this is all the way up here, it doesn't work. So when you're laying the Oka sheet or the polarizer on, then you can push the button and it'll move the tray along. The way it resets is this sensor senses this portion right here and it'll retrieve the tray. Okay? So let's go ahead and start with the iPhone 5G for our demo purposes. You want to make sure it's aligned, and we have already set it for you guys. This is just a spare polarizer. These holes are popped, not every single one of them, but the ones that are actually needed for the suction. Now you want to set it here and align it to the end of the tray. This will receive a lot of different size LCDs. And you can custom it, you know, if you particularly want something yourself, go ahead and do so. A tip is this roller needs to be at the very top, not of the LCD, but at the very top of the polarizer. And if you can see there, that's where it would start at. So we already have this configured to work on here. Your next step would be to do that. Get your clean room wiper rags and get some acetone, or you can use, make sure it's pure acetone, or you can use 99% isopropanol. And then I just put the vacuum on. I put the vacuum on so it holds it while I'm wiping it. It's going to be very loud, so I'm not going to talk while that happens. Now, another trick I like to do is I like to fold up my wiper rag neatly, and these pumps, they work better if you're gentle with them. And you make a nice bend like that. And this, you want to do a final wipe. You want to overlook, use the light, make sure there's no streaks. That's pretty clean right there. And let's get a polarizer. Now these polarizers, there's a trick to them. If they have writing on them, you want to see where they're actually, the markings are actually at. I just wiped that one. Wherever the marking is actually at, that's the side that gets peeled and put down. Okay? to align this and not go crazy and having some sort of an alignment thing up here, the best thing to do, or actually the easiest thing you should do, is to put the polarizer down right on top of your target. Make sure your vacuum's on, and then I'm going to align it while I'm doing this. Okay, great. But if you noticed, I also put it down, and I probably could have, put dust on the actual LCD. That's okay. We're going to do one more final wipe before we actually go live and seal the deal. Turn on our vacuum. Check alignment. Come on down. And here it's stuck. And it's stuck on there. Want to go over here. Take a good look. I see a dust. You want to wipe your target. Make sure it's absolutely clean. And no streaks. That looks pretty good to me. Now there's a trick to do this so it doesn't fall off. You put your thumb on here, and with your other hand, start picking at it. Once you got it, keep close to the wall there. Oh. Keep close to the wall so it doesn't fall off. If it falls off alignment, you need to start over. Push down. And you don't need a lot of force downward. Then push the button for the tray. Now, once in a while you will get a few bubbles at the edges, and you can squeegee them out. I had a small one up here at the top, squeegeed it out. So far it looks pretty good. There is a protective film on here that you need to peel. Well, first, I'm sorry, let me show you. That's just some dust on the top there. Some dirt from glue actually on my gloves. But nothing, you can't really see anything immediately, right? That's pretty good. Now let's peel this layer off and really see if it came on there as perfect as it says it does. And look at that. And that's how you do a polarizer.